there has to be a party which must have won one seat at that point in time for the independent returned candidates to join it, because only then they will be able to join parliamentary party of that party under clause 2 of 60.
Clear hai कि who may duly join such political party.
Yes.
Such relates to D. The party at least won one seat.
So if you read these two in harmony,
and then
you come to this conclusion. My submission is that you come to this conclusion that it must have won one seat at least for the purposes of proviso to paragraph D also.
So basically you're saying that unless that political party has a parliamentary party presence or
yes.
will have a parliamentary presence, you cannot join.
Yes. Now I come to the last point, sir. Last point. And this point now, this submission now relates to what you have before you. A political party, the Sunni Ittihad Council, which has come before your lordships, which was an applicant before the Election Commission, had agitated that decision of Election Commission before the learned Peshawar High Court, and aggrieved of the judgment of the learned Peshawar High Court has come before you.
Factually, I mean, there was a notification, is that correct? Does it exist where the ECP declared them as a parliamentary party?
I'm not aware of it.
It was referred by the other side. There's a notification.
What I know is that they have there is a parliamentary party. They have formed a parliamentary party.
That's why the question, the earlier question was that there is no provision that I found which ECP declares anybody as a parliamentary party. I don't know where is the provision which says you are a parliamentary party.
No,
nobody does that exercise for you.
I would.
So that notification which they referred to from ECP, I mean,
there are two factors, sir.
Just want your position.
Sorry, I'm now confused. Earlier you had said a political party with some membership in the National Assembly automatically transforms into.
That's what I'm saying now also.
Without, if somebody wants to issue a notification, do so, but it's meaningless because it's the act itself which renders it. So now you're saying something different.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying that this is what I have read in the papers. I'm not saying that whether it's a constitutionally correct position or not.
Can you get that out of the way, because Faisal Sahab referred to a notification on the record, so we just want to understand कि वो notification कहाँ से आ गई फिर?
वो अपने rebuttal में बता देंगे ये.
नहीं, उन्होंने तो बताया, आपने बताना है.
नहीं, मैं तो देख रहा हूँ clause 2 of 63A के नीचे कि वो क्या हो सकता है, क्या नहीं हो सकता.
Notification doesn't exist, or what is that notification issued?
आज का status क्या है ना? That's what we're asking you. कि आज का state, are they a parliamentary party or not?
If somebody has notified them as a parliamentary
somebody
party,
somebody will notify
how
them.
There is no such provision.
The parliamentary party.
Even if there is, would it have any consequence? It's like the Supreme Court notifying you as the Attorney General of Pakistan.
It would have presence in Parliament as a parliamentary party. Why is it having no consequence?
No, my submission, your leadership, is that clause 2, there is a specific requirement under clause 2. What will have to be seen is that whether there was any candidate or nominee of Sunni Ittihad Council who returned on the party ticket first to constitute that parliamentary party and then the independents joining that parliamentary party. That is how it goes.
Mr. Mansoor, एक second ये notification देख लें, so get that out of the way, because that's bothering.
CMA 5944 of 2024.
CMA
5944 of 2024. I'll show your lordship two documents. 89 5944 of 2024. This is a document, page 7, sir.
9? इधर निकाल दें.
5944. Sir. So this is the document of the national. Ji sir.
What's the page?
Page 7, my lady.
Take forever to find it. Just read it out.
So this is a document of the National Assembly Secretariat. It says the Sunni Ittihad Council has nominated Ms. Sartaj Gul, member National Assembly of Pakistan, NA 185, as the parliamentary leader of the SIC Sunni Ittihad Council in the National Assembly with immediate effect.
So this is a business of National Assembly.
मैं अब आपको इलेक्शन कमीशन का भी दिखा रहा हूँ. ये था नेशनल असेंबली सेक्रेटेरिएट ने रिकॉग्नाइज किया. अगर आप सबको मिल गया है पेज 7 तो मैं अपना इलेक्शन कमीशन का भी दिखा देता हूँ।
वो पढ़ दीजिए ना।
जी सर।
किस तारीख का है वो?
जी ये मेरी मेन जो
मिल नहीं रही जस्ट कैन
सर, ये पेज 168 पे है इन द मेन अपील, सिविल अपील 333 ऑफ 2024। दिस इज डेट जी सर 168 योर लॉर्डशिप।
333 भी देखा
जी
333
पेज 168
ये पढ़ दें
जी।
पार्टी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज में जिन्होंने इंडिपेंडेंट ने ज्वाइन किया वो चीज है ये।
जी 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 25 April 2024 provision of list of independent returned candidates in the National Assembly who joined different political parties and party position. Dear sir, I am directed to refer to your letter number so-and-so dated so-and-so on the captioned subject and to send herewith list of returned candidates in the National Assembly along with their party affiliation and party position as requested. If your lordships turn to the next page, wherever members are given, it gives their affiliation. And if your lordship want the election commission's chart, which specifies how many seats Sunni Ittihad Council has, it is at page 194.
That was the page 194.
इसमें आप ऐसे करें जो ऊपर है उसको जरा पढ़ लें।
जी सर, जी सर, जी सर।
You see name, number, serial number, name of returned candidate,
जी,
party affiliation,
जी जी जी,
these are party affiliation,
जी जी जी। और उसके बाद नेशनल असेंबली सेक्रेटेरिएट का मैंने आपको बताया कि they have also recognized one of the members of the Sunni Ittihad Council.
You haven't responded. What does this party affiliation refer to?
ये कमीशन ने अपनी कंसाइज स्टेटमेंट में भी जमा करवाया है कि वेयर
So we've seen now the two documents. These are the two documents.
अगर मैं एक डॉक्यूमेंट और दिखा दूं इस पे
जी, because he's arguing जी।
कंसाइज स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द इलेक्शन कमीशन CMA 5840 of 2024 at page 75. CMA 5840 of 2024 at page 75 onwards. The Election Commission in their concise statement have also taken the position that all these independents are no longer independents, they are part of the Sunni Ittihad Council. Page 875, sir.
So for the purpose of 63A2, they are parliamentary party.
Part 2
सर मैं उस हद तक इलेक्शन कमीशन की हद तक तो नहीं जाऊंगा।
वैसे आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं, वो पार्लियामेंट्री पार्टी है या नहीं?
They are parliamentary party even in those terms, although that question is not here. What the Attorney General is saying is a very different position. He is saying that the election.
But Mr. Attorney General, these documents open perhaps a new chain of thought, because what is the position of the Election Commission to see whether someone is or is not a member of a political party or an independent? That, I think, ends when the Assembly takes over. And then it becomes a matter for, because that is really post-election, right? Election Commission is only interested with elections. So if the Election Commission is saying that our record is showing that these people are Sunni, what is the name of this? Sunni Ittihad Council. That surely is a point in time prior to that, right? And from the Constitution, the only time prior to that is paragraph D. So if in Election Commission is saying, was anything that happens within the House, we are told no one can look at that, least of all the Election Commission. That's for the Secretariat, well, Speaker and other people to decide. So the Election Commission is now saying, according to this record that has been shown to us, that as per our record, these are people who are Sunni Ittihad Council and members of that surely, insofar as Election Commission is concerned, is relatable only to paragraph D. Because anything that happens once the House is constituted, that's when Secretariat and Speaker to look at. So is not the Election Commission contradicting itself now when it says that for purpose of paragraph D, we will not recognize SIC to be a political party?
At no point in time either the independents have objected to it or any of the political parties across the aisle have objected to the exclusion of independents. So my lords and your ladyship will bear the legislative intent in mind, what they had in mind while introducing Article 51, Clause 6. Page 9, sir. Now this is Balochistan Assembly. This is relevant only because a large number of independents got returned. More than 20% of that assembly comprised of independent candidates. And at the time when the reserve seats were being distributed, you'd see, sir, the total seats in Balochistan at that time and now also 51. 2 seats were taken out because of death and one return candidate was appointed as the governor. So 49 seats were the relevant seats, out of which 10 were independents. And the 10 was equivalent to 20.41% of the total. So the distribution of 11 women seats was worked out on the basis of 39 seats, which was by excluding independents, and those 39 seats formed the basis for working out or distributing or for allocating the reserve seats. My point, my lord, as I had submitted yesterday, all along, the independents have always been excluded, and it is quite clear from the text of 51(6) and so also the purpose of it, that seats have to be given to political parties. It is the women whose representation was to be secured through political parties on the basis of proportional representation system of political parties list. The only exception for independents is what is provided in the proviso. My lord, with this, I move on to my next submission. And now here I address the question. It was
Why
raised.
such situation is not provided under the Act and the rules?
Beg your pardon, my lord?
Cater such type of situations. Why the Act does not provide any provision like this? To give the seats if such a situation of independent candidates occur, and under the proportional representation system, the seats will go to such parties who have contested.
My lord, that is our...
Well, 51D alone is not enough for this interpretation, you see.
My lord, the rules also provide, sub-rule 2 of Rule 95 provides for exclusion of independents 1, with the exception that the independents who duly join a political party, they do not get excluded because they get added back to that political party for the
consequences of exclusion are not mentioned.
My lord, the consequence of exclusion is something which is rooted in 5160, my respectful submission, which is that because the seats have to be allocated to political parties and not to the independents, therefore the independents must necessarily be...
What is the purpose of list at the time of filing list of the political parties for the reserve candidate? How do you know कि ये situation होनी है तो मैं 10 की जगह 40 नाम दे दूं लिस्ट में पहले से?
My lord, the rules and the act, it provides for and it gives this latitude to the political parties to give as many names as they may wish to. They can give all 60 names from each province, 32 and whatever the number may be. वो सारे वो नाम दे सकते हैं. अगर वो लिस्ट एग्जॉस्ट होती है तो फिर एडिशन.
तो ठीक है, वो तो प्रोविजन है उसमें एग्जॉस्ट करने के बाद.
जी.
तो लॉ में इस तरह की कोई प्रोविजन
ये लॉ के अंदर की सेक्शन 104 की बात कर रहा हूँ.
No situation to deal with such situation. There is no remedy provided how to deal such situation under the law.
My lord,
in the Constitution it is not provided.
Now this situation has arisen, and in this parliament there are about 32 or 33%.
This is one of the creative and progressive interpretation at one end.
My lord, that might be so. There are about 33% members who, according to the order of the Election Commission, were declared as independents. I've shown you the example of Balochistan Assembly where not as much, but more than 20% were independents. The question before your lordships in order to deal with this situation would be whether under 51(6)D, Sunni Ittihad Council was the party which the independents could have joined. Now, if it was a party, if you come to the conclusion that it is the party which the independents could have joined, then the proviso to sub-rule 2 of Rule 95 would kick in and these independents would not be excluded.
Actually, I was reading the literal text of Article 51D. What is provided in that? Does it cater the need of the time which you have done?
My lord, in this case, the primary question will be a two-step response to this, and that is how the case has also been made out. First is whether this is a party which the independents could have joined for the purposes of paragraph D of clause 6 of Article 51, and then if they could, whether this party then becomes or is entitled to those reserved seats or not. So this is in this order, the questions have to be addressed, in my respectful submission. If the court comes to the conclusion that yes, this is a party which they could have joined and therefore their status is no longer that of independence, then proviso to sub-rule 2 of Rule 95 would kick in and they will not be excluded. But if you come to the contrary conclusion to the contrary, then their status will then become that of independence and then they will have to be excluded. I will make, during the course, I will make another submission which might then bring home the point what I'm trying to make.
What your emphasis is that exclusion of the independents with regard to the proviso. It caters both the positions, exclusion and inclusion. Inclusion is also under the proviso. If they join the party within prescribed period,
they get excluded.
And that they join such political party.
Yes. And that's what the proviso also mirrors actually. It gives effect to the proviso to paragraph D.
Exclusion and inclusion both.
My lord, if I may now, my lord.
Attorney General, I think we haven't addressed the basic question, and that is in the context of Article 51D. The edifice of Article 51D is the constitutional right of a political party. Now here, a political party has been excluded by the Election Commission, and that is the question. Now this would be a very grave constitutional violation committed by the Election Commission itself. So as a constitutional highest court, it is not our obligation to correct this very serious, grave constitutional violation, because it goes to the root of democratic principles enshrined in this constitution, and it has virtually disenfranchised all those who voted for that political party.
My lord, I intend to, and my lord has raised this question, yesterday. My last submission actually addresses this when I make submission on Article 187 also.
But can you come to the examples that you have given of the 2024 elections in your paper book? Because the impact is important to note and understand. So what you've shown on page 23?
Lord, Ladyship, if I may, this is the record which I had placed before you. For the purposes of the submission which I have made with respect to this record is only one. And when I make the other submissions, this will, my lady's question will then become relevant.
Are you going to go through this?
I will go through this record because in 2024 also, the independents have been excluded, independents including those who had joined SIC.
But you see here the number of independents are very large, and so you can see the impact that it's having on your proportional representation.
Impact जरा clear कर.
वो मैं करूँगा, अभी मैं इस पे आऊँगा, अभी मैं एक submission, I want to make a submission.
YouTube पर गूगली न्यूज देखने के लिए youtube.com की सर्च बार में गूगली न्यूज टीवी टाइप करें। गूगली न्यूज के पेज पर सुर्ख रंग के सब्सक्रिप्शन वाले बटन पर क्लिक करना ना भूलिए। YouTube पेज पर अपलोड होने वाली वीडियोस से बाखबर रहने के लिए बेल आइकन पर क्लिक कीजिए। आपको हर नई वीडियो के बारे में नोटिफिकेशन मौसूल हो जाएगा।